Do you have a sales funnel in place for your business, but wish that it was working a little bit better than it is? You're not alone, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the number one thing that you have to have in place in order to get a funnel truly working as well as it can for your business, a funnel measurement system. So it might not sound sexy, but the results are. So make sure to watch this video and get implementing this funnel measurement system in your business today. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Haley and I am a content strategist helping you create more profitable, productive, and purposeful content. So if that sounds like something that you're looking for and you're new here, make sure to subscribe by clicking that subscribe button below this video for regular value-packed videos every single Monday. So after launching a sales funnel, your work is far from over. So maybe you have a sales funnel that you have DIY'd yourself, or you've hired someone, or you've signed up for a course, but I want you to know that your work is far from over after you've launched it. And I know that sucks to hear because you have put in a lot of work to get this thing up and running. But once you're finished launching it, that is where all the good stuff comes in. Now, that is the time to start optimizing it and scaling that funnel. And all of that starts with having a great measurement system in place. So a lot of business owners come to me and my agency with their funnels, and they don't really have a process for measuring it. And when we start digging into the roots of why their funnel maybe isn't working as well as it should, usually they tell me it's because they don't know what to measure, right? They don't even know where to start, or they're just really busy and it's something that falls off of their to-do list because there's more pressing matters. And so it's something that they don't even really pay attention to. And since they don't know what to measure, they don't know how to outsource it. So in this video, we're going to be putting together that measurement system so that you can either outsource it, you can automate it, or have something in place to really make sure you're keeping an eye on your funnel and you're seeing opportunities for growth there. So there's a couple of reasons why I really strongly believe that you should be measuring. And I know that seems really obvious, but I think that there are two main components for why we need to be measuring. Number one, we need to be able to find what's wrong, and we need to be able to leverage what is possible. So like I was saying, when I talk to business owners about their funnels and they've maybe DIY'd them, or worse, hired a company who just handed them over without really telling them how to measure it or how to make sure it's working, a lot of them can tell me that their funnels aren't working, but they can't tell me why. Or they think they know the reason their funnel isn't working, like my freebie doesn't convert or my emails suck. But once we start digging into the actual numbers, it's something else going on entirely. And that's why measuring on a regular basis is so dang crucial. So measuring your funnels regularly and making sure you're measuring the right things is key in avoiding wrong assumptions about why your funnel isn't working and wasting time fixing the wrong things. It's the number one reason why with my agency, whenever we have someone come in with a funnel, we always start with a 25-point audit, because we have to know what's actually going on there so we can come up with a plan and a game plan for fixing it. So luckily, this is something that you can do yourself, and getting that measurement system in place is a great place to start. So the second reason I want you to be measuring your sales funnel regularly is I want you to be able to leverage what is possible. One of my favorite P words in marketing is projections. And by measuring your funnel and establishing those benchmarks, right? So you know how it converts when somebody lands on an opt-in page. You know what the potential is for somebody to become a customer once they go through the email sequence. And once you're able to get all of those points of measurements, all of those averages there, you're going to be able to start to run different scenarios and see, what does it mean if I drive an extra 300 people this month to this funnel? So then you start to see where it is profitable, what things levers you need to pull in order to make it profitable, and how you can start scaling that. So that is the second part of your measurement system that I find so exciting, is building out those projection models so that you can start to scale your funnel with confidence and maybe add in things like Facebook ads or promoted pins with a lot of confidence that you know how it's going to work. So what's wrong and what's possible, that's why we want to be measuring. So I mentioned that the number one thing why people are measuring is that they don't know what to measure. And well, it definitely depends on what type of funnel you're running. Here is kind of some of the things that you're going to want to make sure that you are measuring, and definitely customize this list for your exact funnel. So number one, we want to know, what is the unique traffic coming to your opt-in page? Where is that traffic coming from? what is the number of freebie signups? And then finally, what is the conversion rate of that opt-in page, which you're going to know by dividing the number of signups against the unique traffic coming to the page. And that's going to give you your conversion rate of the page. The next thing moves on to the sales funnel itself. So how many purchases or signups do you get typically for your offer? So you can go back 3 months, you can go back for the rest of the year, whatever that is. We just really want to know what that conversion rate is. So it starts with knowing how many people are signing up. And if you are doing something where you're driving people to a consult call or a sales call, you're going to be measuring the number of people signing up for a sales call instead. So then you're going to be able to figure out what is the conversion rate of that funnel, what is the unique traffic to your offer page or your sales page, and what is the conversion rate of that sales page. Now, if you're running something like a webinar funnel or a quiz funnel, you're going to have different things that you're looking at. So make sure, like I mentioned, to customize this list for you. So the next thing is I want to help you put that measurement system action plan into place. And I have a few steps that I want you to take. So step number 1, it always starts with mapping out your funnel. So as I mentioned, that list is really going to depend on the type of funnel that you're running. So we want to make sure to map out your funnel so that we know what points you want to be measuring. So the most important part of measuring your funnel is being able to identify those right things you should be measuring. And that's going to really become apparent once you map out that funnel. So opt-in page to thank you page to freebie gift, welcome email, second email, third email, fourth email, offer page, right? Thank you page for that offer is kind of like your standard funnel. So I want you to map that out. You can do it on Post-its. You can do it in Keynote or on Google Slides. You can use a funnel mapping software like Funnelytics or something like that. If you want to start simple, you can even draw it on a piece of paper, but start by mapping out that funnel. That's step number 1. Then step number 2, I want you to take that map that you've created and identify your funnel metrics. So I'm going to come up with your metrics list that you're going to be tracking regularly. So definitely see that list that I went over earlier, but then start to add in some of your specific measurements, right? So what is the unique traffic? What are the conversion rates? What are people taking the next step with me? What are those points where people are moving forward in the funnel? And then how many are dropping off? Then step number 3 is to create your funnel tracking dashboard. So I want you to develop a dashboard for metrics, whether it's a paid tool like Dasheroo or Funnelytics. I use Dasheroo personally, but we also move all of that into just a spreadsheet, right? So Google Sheet, Airtable, Excel. Take that list that you created for measuring your funnel, and I want you to put it in some kind of spreadsheet or some kind of tool where you can be placing that data on a regular basis and looking at it. I like to do this as part of my CEO Fridays and make sure that I'm going and looking at all my numbers on a regular basis right there. And by using a tool like Dasheroo, I'll include a link below this video, I'm able to grab that stuff a lot easier because it grabs all of the numbers for me. So I'm just needing to look at like my dashboard basically and see what those numbers are. So step number 4, I want you to document your process for measuring. So you can do the measurements yourself for a few weeks, especially if you're doing it manually. But if you have someone on your team, you can always step more into the CEO role in your business by having them pull the measurements for you and you just doing that step of analyzing them, reviewing it, and making sure that everything is working the way it should. So I want you to document that process for measuring, as well as I want you to set up a recurring reminder for measuring this stuff. So I like to look at it as a weekly basis because for me, a sales funnel is at the core of my business. As an online business, I want to know on a weekly basis, like how many leads I'm bringing in and how many sales I'm going to be making from those leads based on past projections that I have. But this can also be something that you do on a monthly basis if you're starting with smaller numbers. So you don't need to be doing this weekly. It really depends on your unique situation. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments or share your funnel measurement wins. I'd love to hear them. And if you want more videos like this one, I want you to click on the next video on your screen and make sure to subscribe for juicy videos every single Monday.